Hey y'all, Big Red here again with another video. I know it's been a while since I've done one, but Wi-Fi was down because of the snow and I wasn't able to upload a video. I tried multiple times, it didn't work, so I deleted the video and I decided to make another one. But today's video is going to be on my first dipping experience, which was, my first dip ever was Copenhagen straight. And freaking that's what I'm dipping now. It's my favorite dip. I mean, I went through Copenhagen wintergreen, Skull mint, Skull cherry, Grizzly wintergreen, Copenhagen Southern blend, Copenhagen black, Skull wintergreen, which I recommend not getting Skull wintergreen because that shit honestly tastes like ass. Like, I can dip wintergreen, yeah, it kind of, it just makes me want to, just the smell of it just makes me want to get sick because I got sick off wintergreen one time, which was really funny. That'll probably be another video I do, but uh, I've tried many dips, and the one that stuck with me the most was Copenhagen straight long cut because it just, most people are like, it's too sweet, it's too salty. I'm like, Christian, but shit. I like it because, I mean, the flavor lasts long. Unlike Southern Blend, Wintergreen. Wintergreen lasts maybe 30 minutes and the flavor's gone. Mint.
Skull Extra Mint lasts a good while.
Skull Extra Mint lasts a good little while. That'll last probably about 45 minutes to an hour. But, I mean, Copenhagen straight long cut, I could put a fat hog in and it'll last freaking an hour and a half, 2 hours. And then I'll put a killer filler in and keep going. That'll last another hour. And that's just another reason I like it, because if I go hunting, I don't want to be out there packing cans all the time. I want to pack one in the truck before I go to the stand, put it in. When I get done, I put it in, I walk to the stand, I'll sit there, and I ain't got to pack another dip till the hunt's almost over. So, I mean, Copenhagen Straight is just the best all-around dip. Southern Blend, the flavor is great. I love Southern Blend. But, it just, it runs out. Southern Blend, I mean, you put it in your mouth, 20 to 30 minutes later, it's gone.
Copenhagen Black's better, but that's a seasonal dip.
Yeah, Copenhagen Black, it's a good dip. The flavor's great. If you go from, like, wintergreens or straight dips, and then you go to black, it'll give you a good buzz. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I went from Skull Mint and I bought a can of Copenhagen Black one day, and I put it in and had a good buzz for quite a while. And I mean, I like it, but you only get it, like, I think it's during fall up here. I don't know. Down there in Georgia, you can get it most times year round, but here in Maryland, you can't get it much.
It's a seasonal dip.
It's seasonal dip. Same with Coke whiskey. Coke whiskey is a seasonal dip too. Yeah, and if you're wondering who's talking, it's my little brother. But he's over there making YouTube videos too. He's not that good at them. They're really not any specific videos. They're just random videos of random stuff we do.
About to start a vlog channel.
He's about to start a vlog channel. So, if y'all want to go follow him, I'll put his
link in the description.
I'll put the link in the description, and y'all can go follow him. Follow me. I need followers. Like, I'm trying to get up there, and I don't know. But okay, back to my first dipping experience. I think I was living in El Paso, Texas at the time, and my dad was in the military, and he always, like, every weekend we had parties. Freaking a bunch of Army guys would come over. And I was pretty much their grunt. Like, they were like, "Hey boy, go get me a beer. Hey boy, run to the store, get me a drink, get me some Pepsi for my Jack, whatever. Pepsi or Coke for my Jack." It just depended on what mood they were in. I was pretty much the runaround boy, and I was like 12 at the time. One night, my dad got really drunk. All of his buddies were over. I think we were having the damn motor pool barbecue or some crap like that at my place. Well, we had like, I think it was what, 30 soldiers at the house?
It was like 60.
Well, there's a lot of soldiers at the house, mind you this. And my dad always dipped Copenhagen straight. He's been dipping Cope straight for years. And
About 7.
he goes to put one in one day, and I'm like, Dad, let me get a pinch. Let me get a pinch, Dad. And he's like, why? I'm like, 'cause I want to be like you. I want to try to dip. And he's like, fuck it. If you throw up, I'm point and laugh. I was like, all right. So he throws me the can, and he's like,
Thomas.
I pack it. He's like, damn boy, you know how to pack? I'm like, yeah, I've been watching you for years. And his buddies and shit all gather around. They're watching, wait for me to throw up. I put a decent sized pinch, not one like this. I mean, not nothing that big, but it was about half of this. I put a little decent sized pinch for a starter, and I put it in, and instantly I get a buzz. Like it almost knocked me on my ass. It hit me hard. Well, I keep it in, and I'm spitting. But, like, I don't know how y'all were when y'all first started dipping, but I had stringers, and it was all over my face, all over my clothes, and I was like, what the fuck?
Damn rookie.
And I was making rookie mistakes. Now I can do it, and I'm good. But I kept it in for about 30 minutes, and I started swaying, and all his buddies were like, oh, look at him, look at him. I was like, look, bitches, I don't see none of y'all dipping, so y'all kiss my fucking white ass. And they were like, oh, watch this. So a couple of his buddies put a dip in, and they started getting sick. Like, there's one dude that threw up, and I was like, I'm fucking 12 years old. I got a dip in bigger than yours, and I ain't even throwing up. So I take my dip out, and my dad was like, I don't want to see you dipping. I was like, all right, I got you. I ain't gonna dip. Soon after that, I moved to Georgia, and started hanging out with my cousin. He dipped he dipped Grizzly Wintergreen. I keep saying Copenhagen Wintergreen because right before I went to Copenhagen Straight, I went.
He used to be green, now he's
straight. I went to. Shut the hell up. Before I moved to Copenhagen Straight, I was dipping Copenhagen Wintergreen. I dipped that for about a year and a half. But I moved to Georgia, and my cousin was a big-time Grizzly Wintergreen dipper. Like, he dipped every single day. I swear he'd go through a can a day. I mean, between me and him working in the chicken houses, because me and him would dip, he'd buy the dip for me. We'd go through a can and a half a day, and then that night after work, we'd go to the store and get another can. But the first time when I moved to Georgia, I started going to school with him, and my dad was like, I remember my dad telling me not to dip, so I was like, okay, I'm not going to dip. I get on the bus one day, pissed off. I hadn't dipped in like a year and a half, and I get on the bus pissed off, and my cousin's like, he was always wanting me to dip. All the time, he's like, man, put a dip in, it'll make you feel good. I'm like, nah, man.
Kept calling you a pussy.
He kept calling me a pussy because I wouldn't dip, and I was like, no, man, I don't want to dip. It's not me. I want to be myself. He was like, all right. So one day I get on the bus, pissed off, wanting to fight somebody, but the principal or some teachers broke it up, some shit. I don't even remember what the fuck happened. I pretty much had blacked out and started swinging. Principal let me off. Needless to say, I didn't get in trouble for that. But the one thing I did get in trouble for, I get on the bus, pissed off. My cousin throws a can of Grizzly at me. He's like, here, boy, put this in, it'll calm you down. I was like, all right. So I put the can of dip. I grab it. And my first dip, like I said, was just a little bitty pinch, not big. I'm so pissed off, I'm seeing red. He throws the can of dip at me. I raptor claw it and horseshoe it from here to here. No problem. I was like, man, I feel like I'm on top of the world. The buzz hit me so fucking hard it wasn't even funny. I'm sitting there swaying. About an hour and a half in, I start to get sick. Cause I didn't spit for a while, and I let my mouth fill up, and we kind of hit a bump. And I swallowed like half of the mouth of dip spit I had, and a good chunk of the dip, and I started getting sick. So I spit the dip out, and I'm back there starting to sweat. It was wintertime. It was like 30 degrees outside. I dropped the window on the bus, stripped my hoodie off, I stripped my shirt off. I'm in a tank top and blue jeans and boots and my ball cap. take my pants off, so now I'm in basketball shorts, boots, and a tank top. And it got so, I started sweating so fucking bad that I ended up getting down to my boxers and my boots and my ball cap, hanging out the fucking window of the bus, trying to cool off. Some girl was like, Mr. Tatum, Trey's in his underwear. He calls me up to the front of the bus. I didn't even mind putting my fucking pants back on. I walked up to the front of the bus and nothing but boots, under my boxers and my fucking ball cap. And he's like, why the hell are you in your underwear? I'm like, because I'm fucking sweating like a sumbitch. He's like, well, son, you gotta put your pants back on. I was like, I can keep my shirt off. He was like, no, you gotta put your shirt back on too. I was like, fuck. So he's like, go back, sit down, and get dressed. I was like, all right. I go back, I sit down, I get dressed, and I get back to the house, and freaking, I'm sitting there. Well, no, I walk in the door and I'm like, hey, Mom, I ain't feeling good. I'm going to go to bed. At this time, she didn't know I dipped. And I walk in the door and I tell her that, and I go lay down. I think about 45 minutes later, she comes in the room throwing shit at me. I mean, anything she could pick up. She may be 5 foot tall, but she is a strong woman. Believe you this. She picked up a damn fucking basket full of clothes and shit and threw it at me. I was like, God damn. It takes me fucking a good bit of strength to pull that bitch up. You chunked it across the room. Hit me in the head. I woke up. I was like, what the hell is going on? She's like, the school just called me. Why the fuck was you in your underwear on the bus? I was like, and they said you was dipping. I was like, yep, I was dipping. And yep, I was in my underwear. She was like, why? I was like, well, because I started dipping today, and I got a buzz from hell, and it made me sick because I swallowed it. She was like, well, you're a dumbass. So, needless to say, I got my ass whooped with a belt. Across the ass, mind you this. Not, like, all over the place. It was just on my ass. But, I got a nice old ass whipping, and, I got grounded for, like, 2 weeks over that. I wasn't allowed to go hang out with my cousin anymore because she knew my cousin gave it to me. Needless to say, she started letting me hang out with my cousin again, and we started going to river parties, and I started dipping a lot more, and I just wasn't stupid enough to dip at school. Well, not true. I think a year after that, I got in trouble for dipping at school, but that really wasn't my fault. That was kind of my cousin's fault because he ratted me out, little dickhead. Fucking walking out to the bus and the principal was standing there and he was like, hey, Trey, why you got that dip in? And the principal looked right at me. He knew me by name. He knew where I lived. He knew my name. He knew my phone number. He knew my mama's phone number. He knew everything about me. Damn, he should have just been my stepdaddy, I swear. But, fucking, I got in trouble dipping at school. And then my mama gave me a nice ass whooping again over that one, but, yeah. Well, y'all, that was my first dipping experience right there, and a lot of other nonsense bullshit that I just decided to throw in there about my dipping experiences over the years. But, hope y'all liked the video. Subscribe, like, comment. Just help me out, y'all. And, yeah. Later.